Hello everyone, thanks for pressing play. You are watching a brand new episode of ExcaliburCCGTV, or as we like to call it, The Wall of Man. Coined by Buzz. Every week we come together to talk about great comics hitting the shelf for that week. This week we're talking about the great comics hitting for November 26, 2014, the week of Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Also, before we dive in, this is a longer episode, so if you don't have time to sit down and watch the video, you can always download the MP3. The link is in the description below. You can download it, listen on your device, on the go, whatever you would like. We just want you to watch or listen and enjoy the show. Moving on, though, hey, we just finished up our mega sale. Randy, how was it?
Massive.
Huge! Huge!
How many casualties?
Massive.
Massive casualties as well. And we have you guys to thank for that, because we really appreciate you participating in our mega sale. Tons of stuff was for sale. You got to stock up on Christmas and Thanksgiving and everything else. We really, really, really appreciate it. So thanks again for doing that.
I love the pre, with the sales going on right now, but we're filming as if we're in the future and talking about this. So it's always fun to hear that. And then we'll look back on it and go, he was right. Prophecy.
It makes sense
Prophecy.
I'm going to have to cut all that out.
No, that's great.
Yes, we do film ahead. So anyway, so far so good.
We're coming to you live Monday at
I know, seriously.
3 o'clock.
But moving on, folks, I lost my train of thought because Randy threw me off here. We may as well go ahead and dive into the storyline. So we'll go ahead and get started with that.
Do it.
Hey, guys, time runs out, still continues with New Avengers number 27. New Avengers number 26 came out recently, and we got to see Tony Stark and the Black Swan have a conversation. And it was a very interesting conversation with some people that showed up to try to talk to and possibly help Tony Stark with where he's at in this future storyline. Anyway, we got 6 months left, and 6 months' time runs out. This issue is continuing that storyline for what's building up, going on into next year. I'm digging it. You should be checking it out. Buzz?
And let's say that it didn't just happen. I mean, that just came out this last week.
Yeah,
it did.
Yeah.
So 27 is happening here. And guys, if you're not picking this up and you want a little tidbit of like awesomeness that seems to be happening here, they have given us a teaser and the confirmation that yes, it is an official image there. That in February's issue of what Avengers or New Avengers that's going on with all this time runs out. It is the cover of the Ultimates #1 that Hitchin and Miller did back in the day. So there's something real crazy that's going to be going on here. Yeah,
I'm really interested to see how this is going to end, because now it's starting to come together, especially with that cover being put out like that. So
you know what I'm interested in seeing it end? Godhead. Red Lanterns number 36, Act 2, Part 4. Last issue, we saw Guy Gardner minding his own business on the beach with ice, with his Red Lantern ring around a necklace. He wasn't wearing it; he was just chilling. And along comes those sissy Green Lanterns to ruin everything, and ask for his help once again with their silly little crossovers. And anyway, so guys helping Simon Boz came and got him, but in this issue, Hal Jordan's going to be in it with them, and looks like they're maybe having the Black Hand help them as well.
Really?
Yeah.
The
Hal
original
Jordan
Black Lantern feller.
Yeah, Hal Jordan looks to have pulled him in. So
that sounds like a terrible idea.
always have to get the guy to help out.
the guy
Always.
to help out with Black Hand.
Anybody, anything.
Every crossover they need guy. They're like, oh God, we screwed up again. Kinda need you and the Red Lantern's help.
He's like the linchpin for it all.
Yeah.
Awesome. 2 Axis tie-ins real quick. Nova number 24 hits this week. Nova is facing the Hulk.
Is it Sad Hulk?
Which Hulk is it? And Sam Nova actually thinks he has a chance against this particular Hulk, so that'll be interesting to see. Also, Wolverine the X-Men number 12 is an Axis tie-in. We see the return of Quentin Quire to the school. Also, what is Storm so upset about? So we can take a look at this issue and see how it's going to affect the future course of the Jean Grey School moving forward.
I'm guessing her haircut.
No, it's Wolverine's death. She still hasn't gotten over that.
More than likely, yeah, that's still what it is.
Quentin Quire's back, and he kind of has the same haircut as storm. So maybe he's upset about that, or she's upset about that.
The mirror images of each other when
Yeah.
they see each other.
Like when you show up to the party and somebody's wearing the same
dress. I mean,
No,
yeah,
it's
same
awkward.
Speaking of awkward, Spider-Verse is still going on. And we got Spider-Man 2099 number 6 coming out.
Awesome.
Miguel is back in the year 2099. If you've been keeping track, he's been in the present with the other spiders. And anyway, Lady Spider and Six-Armed Spidey are on the run from the Inheritors. Who are the Inheritors? Moreland and all of them. If you read the past few issues of Amazing Spider-Man, you saw one of the Spider-Man, they called him Old Spider-Man, finally unmasked, and it was Ezekiel.
Ooh.
So, yeah,
Very
get you
cool.
some of that. But anyway, which also leads into our number ones.
Our new number ones.
Scarlet Spiders number 1.
Exactly.
Who are the Scarlet Spiders? We got Kane, who was in the recent run of the Scarlet Spider ongoing. But anyway, Ben Reilly, the old blonde-haired Spider-Man that took Peter's place back in the day.
He's there.
No!
And Ultimate Jessica Drew.
I'm okay with that.
Oh, really?
Which is just
cool.
That's a clone of
female
Spider-Man,
Peter
right?
Parker.
Yeah,
She's the clone.
Right.
And
So we got
that's
3 clones.
Okay.
Teaming up here for Scarlet Spiders, and they're drawn together for a mission of vital importance. But there may be more to their mission than meets the eye, like Transformers.
Oh, he
Oh, Visal importance? Or?
But also, I want to point out that the writer on this one is Mike Costa.
Yeah.
He did a run on G.I. Joe back in the day that was awesome.
Yes.
G.I. Joe Cobra, and anyway, real good, underrated writer that definitely check this one out.
It was such a good run that all the crap that IDW was putting out with their G.I. Joe with everything else, they stopped that and restarted it and tried to structure it into the Cobra run. And he did 2 different tours of duty on the Cobra title there.
Cool.
Amazing run there.
He killed Cobra Commander.
He did.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Because
Chuckles did.
Okay.
Well, he wrote Chuckles. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It was a team effort.
That's, yeah.
So back in the day, though, Costa and Fiona Staples did a Jack Hawksmoor miniseries that I remember.
That's right. He did.
And that was really good.
And just another little G.I. Joe tie-in here. G.I. Joe, longtime G.I. Joe writer from back in the day, wasn't it Larry Hama?
I think so.
And Hama is on board with one of the Convergence books. He's going to be writing one of those. That they had the week 2.
Oh,
release,
yeah.
And he's one of the writers on there. I forget which one of the books, but awesome.
Cool. Speaking of DC, now that you bring that up, Gotham by Midnight, number 1, hitting this week, written by Ray Fox, art by Ben Templesmith. This takes a look at Gotham outside of Batman. And it takes a look at a particular special police unit that is headed up by Jim Corrigan, also known as...
The Spectre?
Exactly.
Is he in this?
He is.
Oh, is he really?
For real?
Let me just say that Jim Corrigan, for anybody who doesn't know him, he's a bad dude. He's a dirty cop. He is not a good cop, and they've reworked him a couple of different times, and I think the last incarnation of him, or introduction of him, was in Gotham Central, where he was in charge of the... booking the evidence, and he would take the evidence and auction it and sell it on a black market.
For real?
So, awesome. Yeah. Oh, I love Jim Corrigan, so I'm totally excited about this series.
So yeah, it's Jim Corrigan heading up this special unit team, and there's some other special characters because they take a look at kind of like the supernatural aspect of Gotham.
Yeah.
With their own unit that works, and Ben Templesmith on the yard, that's just a match made in heaven right there.
So that for me, because I didn't know that he was going to be Spectre in it. I thought that eventually maybe he would become, but I didn't know.
Oh, I don't know if
that's
he's
awesome.
Spectre, but
I mean, that's who.
Right, yeah, he's the main
first
character,
Spectre was.
Yeah, there's ties. From what I've seen, yes.
Sweet.
So check that out. Moving on, though, we have a new number 1 from Image Comics, which is Odyssey by Matt Fraction and Christian Ward. This is a long time in the making for Matt Fraction because he wanted to tell his own story of the Odyssey. That's exactly. So this is going to be a little bit different. It's a bit of a gender bend sci-fi take on this whole story as told by Matt Fraction. So if you've been digging what he's been doing with what we got, Hawkeye and Satellite Sam and Sex Criminals and just those things, this is his take on the infamous Odyssey tale as we all know it. So be on board for that. Christian Ward, he's done some stuff, and he's moving on here with this. I know he's done several Image projects. I can't name all of them off the top of my head, but There we go.
I think the biggest thing to mention about this is that it says eye-popping psychedelic. It looks very psychedelic.
It does.
So be prepared for that. It's something that there's a lot happening within the story. The art's also crazy.
Yes. Buzz, what's next for you?
Shadow Snow #1, written by
Shadow
Joe
Snow?
Hill. Shadow Show.
Gotcha.
But anyway, it's written by Joe Hill. But they wouldn't have even known.
They'd be like, where's Shadow Snow #1? Hey, where's Shadow? There's a Shadow.
Buzzes, you
misheard me. That's what I said. But anyway, written by Joe Hill, son of famous author Stephen King.
Yeah.
And he's also written Lock and Key, The Cape. I can't think of anything else.
Possibly other stuff.
Anyway, those are his 2 big books he's done. But anyway, this is a adaptation of a Ray Bradbury story called, what was it called? The Silver Water of Lake Champlain?
Cool.
Something like that. But anyway,
I don't know.
yeah, that's what it's about. But anyway, it's 2 young teens form an unlikely bond over the discovery of a lifetime, but their life will soon be changed forever, altered by what they found that foggy day by the silver waters of Lake Champlain.
He also wrote the 3-issue series there, Thumbprint. That
Yes.
had Abu Ghraib.
Exactly.
and The Wraith, which was a book.
I don't know if we have that as our outtakes on one of the videos there, but guys, go way back.
We did.
And you have. I wanted to say, because everybody, like Americans, say it Abu Ghraib, and it's not. The GR makes a gh kind of sound. It's hard for this, and so I was trying to be authentic with saying that, and. They loved it. They were eating it up there. And I could not say this.
They made for comic gold for the outtakes. It was awesome. Hey, wrapping up the new #1s, we've got some Transformers for you, starting with a miniseries with Angry Birds and the Transformers. Yes. The Allspark has been stolen. It's on Piggy Island. And Angry Birds have to help out. So now we get to meet the Autobirds and the Deceptihogs. Now that looks like a lot of fun. It's only a 4-issue miniseries. Also, we got Transformers Drift, Empire of Stone. Drift is back. Drift returns. He's alone. He's on a mission in the darkest depths of the galaxy until Ratchet shows up to either help him or maybe not. So get to take a look at that. So for you Transformers fans out there, got Transformers Angry Birds, and we got Transformers Drift, Empire of Stone hitting the shelf this week. Get your Transformers fixed, starting with that. That wraps up the new #1s. We are moving on to our question of the week, which probably is a bit cliched, but hey, it's that time of year. And the question of the week is simply this. Name at least 3 things that you are thankful for. They can be anything, comic related, family, life, whatever it may be. Just name 3 things that you're thankful for. Tis the season, this is the time of year, so we'll get started with that right now with Randy.
With me. All right. First thing I'm thankful for is Brian Azzarello and Cliff Chang's Wonder Woman, because that was an epic series and it just tied in. The conclusion of it was so fitting for that series. There's a lot of people out there that didn't like that run. Screw them. It was a brilliant run on the book, and yeah. So I'm thankful for that. They gave me DC's best comic month in, month out.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for Guardians of the Galaxy, because that was a movie that proved that, you know, you could take these lesser known characters and make them something bigger, popular, you know, huge, massive, successful.
Yep.
And I'm just sticking to comic related. I'm keeping my personal out of this. And my other thing that I am thankful for is I'm thankful for James Spader. Because the trailer,
you're a big secretary fan?
Yeah. No, James Spader. Well, mind you, he was brilliant on Boston Legal. I love him. Whenever you had him and Denny Crane or Shatner in a scene, they were just comic gold. With it. But I think that he has finally been the be all end all to the argument of, like, can Marvel take unknown people or people that seem unlikely and make them into a successful or a believable character. And
Right.
I think Chris Pratt kind of did that with Star-Lord, and I think that James Spader definitely has done that with his voiceover that you've just heard with the trailer there for Age of Ultron. So
Very good.
It's a good time for comics right now, so I'm very thankful for that, and thankful for my family.
Buzz, what about you?
Friends, family, and Batman.
And
No, I'm just kidding. I don't have any friends.
I hate this guy.
this guy right here. For me, thankful for, especially thankful for my family. There's been a lot of changes and stuff go on in that regard. So definitely thankful for my family and the help that I've received there. Definitely thankful for comic books, because I don't know about you, sometimes I just need the distraction from life, and I want to sit down and read something that just takes me away from it all and entertains me and takes me back to a place where just a bunch of the stuff that matters so much now just didn't matter. This doesn't matter. It just takes you away to that magical place.
We need to pitch in and get him a bunk bed again so I can.
Please give me a bunk bed so I can do my Iron Man controls.
I was just going to say that's why you don't like, why you have said before you don't necessarily like the social issues and real life stuff worked into the comics, because that's an escape for you.
Exactly. So
it makes sense.
And last, really, I'm really thankful for this YouTube channel, because I gotta be honest with you, when I started this, it really was just a way of making things easier for me.
Yeah.
But it's just morphed and changed into so much. I mean, we're right at 500 subscribers. We get comments on every video. People interact with us on our Facebook pages. Here in the store, they've interacted with us live at our live show. It's just really, we've been in the newspaper.
Yeah.
I mean, we've done so much stuff. We haven't been on TV per se, but I mean, we've done so much stuff with this, and you guys have been integral to that. It's just been awesome. So that's what I'm thankful for.
And we're thankful for Buzz.
We are thankful for Buzz, and we're thankful for Brad.
And Brad.
Totally Brad.
Brad, the unsung.
Brad more so than Buzz.
Brad's a part of this man meat wall.
This man wall.
Man meat wall? I can't remember what you said.
Yeah. He said man wall.
Man wall, too.
Batman wall.
So give Brad a shout out below as well, because the awesome graphics that you see, that's Brad. That's all him. He's awesome at that. And he also makes the awesome graphics that you see on our Facebook page as well. So thanks to Brad as well. We are thankful for Brad. And that's it, guys. You tell us below any three things: comic related, personal, job, just be open with us and just be thankful. That's all. Just tell us below. We just want to have that conversation with you.
Tell us your secrets.
Don't tell this guy anything. Moving on, we are moving on to our favorites. These are the comics that we look forward to the most the week they come out and will be at the top of our stack. First things for us to read. But before we do that, there will be some spoilers ahead, because we are going to talk about our favorites from last week. Buzz, what was your favorite from last week?
Apocalypse.
Number
Number 1.
Screw you guys.
When I started reading, I had no idea what this book was about. I just saw the cover and I was like, that looks interesting, so I picked it up. And I start reading it, and here's the first few pages. I'll just tell you what's on them. Truck driver stops into a diner and orders a sandwich. The kids try to steal some apples off the guy's truck, and the waitress tells him, hey, there's kids stealing, and he goes out there and bangs one of them in the head with a rock. And anyway, comes back in, takes a bite of his sandwich. It's cold. So he asks her if she can reheat it for him. And she says, no, due to the energy crisis, we have to turn the stove off at 3 o'clock. And anyway, you're like, okay, something's more than meets the eye here, And anyway, he persuades her to, try to get it hot for him, So she takes it back there and starts talking to the cook, and he's like, okay, we'll use our secret deal. And anyway, they move this panel on the wall, and there's a microwave behind it, and you're like, okay. And anyway, that's a big deal in this story, because they put the sandwich in the microwave, heat it up, and then you see the character on the cover, which is like the police of this era, and they're like, oh, there's a massive energy spike on this area right here, and they go and they're like trying to arrest these people for using that much energy, and they're like, where did you get that from? That's illegal to use that, blah 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 blah. Anyway, then you're introduced to this character called the salesman, who is the person that comes through and like sells these energy consuming devices to people.
Okay.
And anyway, this police force are after this guy because he's like America's most wanted, and it's just, I don't know, it was a neat apocalyptic type, you know, era.
Very different.
Yeah, very different.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I've seen that. Who wrote that? Do you know who wrote that? I know it was Shane Davis in the art.
Yeah, Shane Davis did the art.
What about for you from last week?
Fantastic Four was my one I was looking forward to, and that's one of those I just loved. There was a certain book, I'm not going to tell you guys which one it was, that I read first, and it just left an awful taste in my mouth. But Fantastic Four picked it up, and it was like, maybe this will do something. It was brilliant. Ben goes through step by step with the plan, with Sandman telling him this is what we're going to do first, this is what we're going to do first, and he's telling them as they're actually going through the breakout there, and just to see that, and Sue at the end where she's like, yeah, we're you know, I thought the red costumes here would be kind of a new start, fresh start here. But we need the blue.
We need the blue,
yeah,
baby.
we need the blue, and we need to find where Reed is. The other thing is there's the Thor. That it is Thor, because for a moment there I was thinking Ragnarok, and I'd forgotten what happened at the end of the last issue, because the end of the last issue had the worst designed Iron Man ever, with steam stack.
I feel, baby.
No, that was the Portatio. That was his. That was his Iron Man.
Yeah,
and it's Franklin's Earth of all those heroes coming through. They're the ones causing all this, and so it's that Thor with the brown and bluish kind of costume that was from Jim Lee's.
Did you catch Swordsman in there too?
Yes. Yes, I knew. Yeah, Mr. Obscuro over here likes them. So I like
Heroes Reborn.
I like that they've made them the villains, because now they can just like thrash them. So,
kill them if they want to.
I don't know. You're not the Fantastic Four's not going to kill them.
Well, you're right.
The human or the Inhuman Torch.
Oh,
Jim Hammond.
Jim Hammond, who's awesome.
Oh,
yeah,
very cool. Moon Knight.
Dinosaur Man.
Moon Knight. Is it
Dragon Man.
Dragon Man. Okay.
Okay.
For me, Moon Knight #9.
Yeah,
that was
good.
That was so good.
It was.
That was really, really good. I don't want to spoil it for you, because you really should be reading the series. That was like, that issue though was like, okay, I'm on board with what Brian Wood's doing now. I mean,
He's only wrote 2 issues so far.
This is his third.
That's the third one. So
perfect time to jump on.
Get it, check it out. His first 2 issues were good as well, but this third issue of his, I was just like, whoa, yes, this is quite, yeah. So that was really good.
We can ask the question: who is Moon Knight?
Who is Moon Knight? Who is Moon Knight? It was really, really good. Let's move on to the new stuff that's coming, hitting the shelf this week. Buzz, what are you looking forward to for this week?
Well, it's kind of a bittersweet one here, but it's the last issue of Superior Foes of Spider-Man. But anyway, they don't give you anything about what it's about. It's just the last issue. It's the big last hoorah. So that's all I can tell you. It's the last issue. If you're not reading this book, I highly recommend it. 17 issues. Relatively easy to find.
No, look at it. It's not. Online, maybe. Not in the bookstore.
There may be some collections of that coming out too, so if you want to get that. Did you have anything you're looking forward to this week?
Yeah, Shelter number 13 is coming out. That's, again, a series that's nearing its end.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is the showdown between Safe Haven and, I guess, the police. This is, I mean, everybody now knows, like, all the crazy that's been going on there at Safe Haven and everything. You know, they're like, get away from me, kid, you bother me. Then the reports start coming in. They're like, oh, maybe we need to listen to this kid, this girl, what she's telling us. And it's insane, because the last page of the previous issue had the Cole, I think that is the kid's name, where he opened up this storage unit, and there's just guns. And so it's like, get ready for World War III. So that's going to be awesome.
Very cool. I'm looking forward to Lazarus number 13.
Yes.
Carlisle has to kill her brother.
What?
Yes.
He's an asshole.
Oh man,
Sorry.
So they're still at the summit of the 16 families, and while here, you find out several things that's been going on with the Hawk family, and forever now I guess probably to preserve the family secret.
Yeah,
as much as can be preserved.
Well, I mean, it's no secret here. The family secret's their longevity.
Exactly, and Hawk appears to maybe have tapped into that just a bit by the end of the last issue.
Yeah.
And he has her brother Jonah captive, but the father Carlisle says no, he's got to go. The son's got to go. So now Forever's going to have to kill her brother. Yes. This has been an awesome series. You should be reading it.
Definitely.
What about for you, Buzz? Anything else?
Captain Midnight number 17.
Nice.
I don't like to brag here, but the last issue sold out downstairs. So, it was barely mentioned on the show, and the Savage Dragon sold out too. I mean, I'm the only one that gets it, but that's beside the point. But anyway, this issue, Captain Midnight, he's from the past. He's from World War II era. Flew into the Bermuda Triangle, popped up in 2012 or whenever the series started. Anyway. After all this time, he's a genius. He's got all this technology, but is he ready for his first date since 1944?
Oh,
we're going with the Captain America kind of. With that.
He's going the deep end.
Yeah,
there.
this has a lot of Captain America to it. The whole series has, just because the soldier from the past, but he's more Tony Stark up here and Captain America here.
You saying the Cap's not smart?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. But anyway, also, a mysterious power is taking over Sharkbite Technologies, which is, you'll have to read the book. I'm not going to go chasing that rabbit. And also, the assassin Helios has forged a rocky alliance with Midnight's closest allies, which you've seen in the past few issues. So.
Cool.
Yee.
What's next for you?
I'm looking forward to Wayward number 4 coming out here. I like that they've kind of formed, I guess, this unit of 4 individuals that are all supernaturally equipped, shall we say.
Okay.
They all have supernatural powers, and where it goes from there, I'm not really sure. We've seen some crazy going on with main character's mother. Maybe, she's not who she is or something. She walked into her office and someone asked her about her daughter, and she's like, well, she hasn't arrived yet. So I was like, holy crap, what exactly is happening here?
Denial?
So, something more is happening with all this, but I like it if you like the Buffy, the vampire kind of vibe. That this book has that to a certain extent. It's its own book, but everybody has a supernatural power here, so it's kind of like a meeting of, or creation of a superhero team.
Okay.
Supernatural superhero team kind of thing. I don't know, but I like it.
Cool. Last up for me and for the favorites, we got Superior Iron Man number 2. I was very interesting. Wasn't just a knock out the ballpark, but number 1 was a good issue. It really intrigued me because I want to see. I love the whole technology and make yourself perfect with an app idea that was introduced in that issue. But then Pepper Potts is already conspiring against the current Tony with somebody in an old Iron Man suit. And so I'm really looking forward to that because not only is Iron Man in San Francisco, Daredevil's there as well. Daredevil's been on the street dealing with a lot of stuff that's been going on due to this app. Different things. People have been going crazy to be able to afford to have the app in their life. So it's ultimately going to lead to a Daredevil versus Iron Man type of confrontation. I'm definitely looking forward to that. So that's next for me.
Can you explain the deviousness of the app to people?
Well, you get a taste of it for free. It has not revealed how the app makes you perfect. It gives you your perfect self. It doesn't show or explain yet how it does, other than the fact that Extremis is involved. So how that happens, I don't know. But you get a free taste, and then he wants to charge $100 a day for you to have that. So he's trying to milk it for what it's worth. Be a jerk on top of that, and just watch people do whatever it takes to have his app.
Poor kid abomination or teen abomination.
Yeah, he's got his head slammed.
I'll tell you who's poor Tom Taylor. He apparently is only allowed to write like villainous versions of superheroes.
That's what he's been doing for a while now, huh?
Apparently so, yeah. Injustice
He's just good at it.
Earth 2.
Earth 2.
Yeah. Superior Iron Man.
Very cool. Guys, that's it for this week. Hey, it's Thanksgiving time, so have fun with your family. Be safe. Don't do anything crazy or stupid. Wear your seatbelt. Don't eat too much. Don't drink and drive. Just have a good time.
While you're driving.
Yeah.
Don't watch videos.
Don't
watch
do
the show
anything
while you're
stupid like eating, the wrong kind of dressing. There's a right kind and there's a wrong.
Oh, here we go. That's it for this week, guys. Nothing else to add here. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. Be sure and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook. The links are all down below. Give us a thumbs up. We really appreciate you watching. Also, don't forget, we are here in Shreveport, Louisiana. Also, our store in Texarkana, Texas, where you can come to just about every day of the week and get your favorite comics, cards, games, books, everything there. So, until next time, take care, be safe, read great comics, and we will see you in our next video. Bye.
Let me tell you about what was wrong with Captain America and the Mighty